Hey guys, welcome to Inside the NFL Today. My name is Damon, and today we're doing my first NFL mock draft 1.0. This is part 3 out of 3. If you haven't watched the other videos, they'll be in the description as well as annotations along the side of the video whenever you are in here. And so I'm starting at about 22 right now with the Rams with their second pick. So all the other picks are before this and the annotations. So to start off with the St. Louis Rams, their second pick, that was from the Washington Redskins trade from a year ago that they traded for Robert Griffin III, if you didn't know that. I have the Rams drafting Chris Falk. Chris Falk is an offensive tackle that not a lot of people have heard about, but I like him a lot. He played at the Louisiana State University, and he did a pretty good job there. He was I believe he played left tackle and right tackle during his time there, and he did a pretty good job. He does well in the run blocking and pass blocking, and I think this is a good pick for the Rams with their first pick being Tavon Austin in this first round. Their second pick going with Chris Falk will help shore up that offensive line and give Sam Bradford a better chance this offseason. Just to remind you as we go forward, guys, a lot of these picks are going to be pretty controversial. I picked them what I think is going to happen, not what the media says. I go off of my opinion only, so don't get too mad about the picks, especially because it's so early on. This is probably going to change in my next few mock drafts. So number 23 overall, the Minnesota Vikings, I have them drafting DeAndre Hopkins out of Clemson. Now, when I saw this guy for the first time, I was watching the LSU versus Clemson bowl game, and he played amazingly. I tuned in during the second quarter, and I got to watch the end of the game, which he did amazing. He had a total of 16 catches against LSU, which is huge, because they have top corner talent every year going to the draft. So DeAndre Hopkins really whooped Thorold Simon, who's also in this draft. At cornerback, he whooped him. He kept catching balls all over the place. He high-pointed them at the highest point of attack. He really attacked the ball at the end of the game when the other team was tired. Even though he was probably tired, he still did an amazing job. So this pick is kind of a steal in my opinion. I think he should go higher than this, but I don't think he's going to because not a lot of teams have him ranked very high right now. I don't know why, but I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the draft, maybe even better than Cordarrelle Patterson in some ways. In my opinion, he's the best hand receiver in the draft, and I like him a lot. I'd want him to be on my team. So with the 24th pick, I think the Indianapolis Colts are going to select Kyle Long out of Oregon. He's brothers with Jake Long, who's a part of the Miami Dolphins, so he'll be part of a different team because they didn't give him a good contract, and he has a lot of money. He's brothers with him. He played offensive guard and offensive tackle at Oregon. This is a real personal pick for me because, as a lot of you know, the Colts are my team, and I really think they should go here as if free agency because I think he's the best player available right now at offensive lineman, and I think he could really, really help us with his athleticism. So going on, next we have the Seattle Seahawks at number 25, and I think they're going to choose Alex Okafor. Now, he is a little bit lower on a lot of people's draft boards, but I think he's going to go here because I think he has a lot of talent. He's very athletic, and he's a really good defensive end, and I think Seattle could use him well. Now, next is the Green Bay Packers, and now you guys are going to kind of flip out with this pick because you realize this guy didn't go earlier, but I have my reasons. I have the Green Bay Packers at number 26 overall. I have the Green Bay Packers selecting Jarvis Jones. Now, the reason I have this guy slipping this far, yes, I know he had one of the highest sack amounts, and yes, I know he's an amazing pass rusher. But I think a lot of teams will end up passing him up just because of the fact of his spine condition. And a lot of teams will be scared of taking him because he may not be in this league for very long. He may be only 4 to 7 years. He could be longer. He could be shorter. We don't know. And that's why this guy is a risky pick, and I think he will fall. Because other teams either may not want to take a chance on him because there are other players who are still good at defensive linemen, or they don't need a defensive lineman. So that's why I have him falling to here. This may change as they discover more about his spine. I haven't looked up too much about it. That's why I have him here. But in future mock drafts, I may have him going higher. Next, we have Keenan Allen to the Texans at 27 overall. And I think this is a pretty for sure pick for them. They're going to go wide receiver, whether it's Terrence Williams out of Baylor or Keenan Allen out of Cal. I think it's going to be Keenan Allen because I think he's a better player, but it'll really be up to the Texans and what they want in a wide receiver. They need a wide receiver. I think that's one of the things that's stopping them from getting to a Super Bowl because their defense is pretty good and their offense is pretty amazing too. And their only thing they're missing is really a second wide receiver, big holes wise. Now, next I have Alec Ogletree going to the Broncos at middle linebacker at 28 overall. Now, I know Alec Ogletree has off-the-field issues. I think these are going to be cleared, and I think the Broncos are going to be willing to take a chance on Alec Ogletree because he does have a lot of talent at middle linebacker. I think this guy could be really good for any team. He's, in my opinion, the top middle linebacker talent-wise as of now in the draft, and I think he will probably go to the Broncos just because they need a middle linebacker, and he can fit them pretty well. Now, next I have Matt Elam going to the Patriots at number 29 overall. Matt Elam really impressed me at the Combine. This guy was a guy who I had never really heard of too much before the Combine. I had heard his name tossed around as one of the top safeties in the draft. But he really impressed me at the Combine. He had some great moves. He's great at stopping run coverage. He's great in coverage. He's a good all-around player. He does have a few issues, but I think he'll be able to correct those with the right coaching ability. And I think he'll be a good pick if the Patriots take him. Now, my next pick at number 30 overall, I have the Falcons taking Tyler Eifert out of Notre Dame. They need a tight end. He's a top tight end in the draft. Tony Gonzalez will probably not be there next year, and they're going to have a kind of hole at that tight end position. Tyler Eifert is where they should go. He's going to be a good guy in the NFL. I don't think you can go wrong with him. Next, for the 49ers at number 31 overall, I have Jesse Williams, defensive tackle out of Alabama. And I really think this is a guy that can do really well. He's one of the better defensive tackles that's going to go lower in the draft. I think he may even rival some of the higher guys as draft day comes up. But for some reason, a lot of people aren't talking about him. So this is another one of those hidden guys who will probably go late first round, early second round as of now. But he could rise up draft boards before draft day, so be watching this guy. Finally, I have at number 32 overall, I have the Ravens choosing Arthur Brown, middle linebacker. Now, why you may ask why they don't see Manti Te'o here. And as of now, I'm drafting here because I don't know any free agency moves they have. They said they were going after Donnell Ellerbe, if I'm saying that name right, one of the linebackers. I don't know how that's all going to play out. I don't know how they're going to play out in free agency, and I don't know what their roster is going to look like at middle linebacker after free agency. So as of right now, I have them covering their number one hole with Ray Lewis being gone, Arthur Brown because he played amazingly at Kansas State. And I think he's a pretty good middle linebacker, even though the middle linebacker class isn't that great this year. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave in the comments what you guys thought. I'm sorry this week. Just telling everybody, sorry this week my videos came out a little bit slow. I had a lot of tests in school. This is my final week before spring break. And weeks like this, I will have a really low production rate just because I may not even have time to post videos and stuff like that, let alone make them. So in the future, I'll try to be better prepared with having videos ready-made. But thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you liked the video. And comment in the comments who you think is going to go to these teams that I've talked about, number 22 through 32. And I think this is going to be a pretty good draft. It's going to be a pretty interesting one because from the beginning, there's a lot of ways this draft could go. Starting with the Chiefs, if they don't choose Luke Joeckel, this draft is going to be totally reshaped by that pick. So, I mean, number 2, Jaguars. We don't know where they're going to go right now. I have them mocked going right now, and I don't know where they're going to go on, quite honestly. This is going to be a really interesting draft. I'm really excited to see it with you guys and talk to you guys about it throughout the rest of the week and the rest of the next 2 months. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you liked the video. I'll be coming out with my mock draft 2.0 in about a week and a half, and I'll be coming out with them every 2 weeks. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.